Welcome back to Euro Football Daily for this week's Euro Transfer Talk, where we round up the biggest news and gossip across the continent over the last 7 days. Let's get straight into it. It has been a crazy 24 hours for football fans in Barcelona. The Camp Nou was raided by police and former club president Josep Bartomeu was arrested, along with other senior Barca figures on charges of corruption. Amidst all that, the future of Lionel Messi remains unclear, but the tide could be turning. Victor Font, Toni Fraser and Joan Laporta are all running in the club's elections to replace Bartomeu as the head of FC Barcelona, with the deadline for members to vote being March the 7th this Sunday. Over 20,000 votes have already been cast, with Laporta, who was president from 2003 to 2010, expected to be the frontrunner when the results are counted. But regardless of who wins, each will make securing the future of Messi a priority, and reportedly the 33-year-old is becoming increasingly open to remaining with the club. Despite speculation linking him with a move to either Man City or PSG, Lionel and Jorge Messi, his father and agent, are refusing to enter into discussions until the short-term future of his current employers is a little less murky. With his contract expiring at the end of this campaign, the Argentinian has been able to sign a pre-contract agreement with another side since January, and Man City still believe the other club Messi is most likely to be playing for come August 2021. And with PSG currently in negotiations with Kylian Mbappe over a new contract, the Parisians could price themselves out of a move that would see Messi link up with compatriot Mauricio Pochettino. So after being at odds with the big brass at Barcelona for the best part of a year, Messi now appears closer than he has for a long time to extending his deal at the Camp Nou. As ever, we posed the question to you, where will Messi be playing his football next season? Let us know in the comments. To Bayern Munich next, who, not long after securing Dayot Upamecano's signature from RB Leipzig, are back in the market for another centre-back. A year ago, Kalidou Koulibaly was worth close to €90 million, at least according to Napoli chairman Aurelio De Laurentiis, who rebuffed offers of around €60 million from some of Europe's biggest clubs. But entering the last 2 years of his contract and set to turn 30 ahead of the 2021 campaign, it appears the Senegalese international may finally be allowed to leave Naples this summer. As we mentioned, it looks like the Bundesliga leaders are currently frontrunners for a cut-price Koulibaly, tabling a bid of €45 million. Signed from Genk in 2014, Koulibaly won the inaugural Serie A Defender of the Year award after being named in the league's Team of the Year for 4 consecutive seasons between 2016 and 2019. But injury problems over the last couple of years have meant he is not as permanent a fixture for Napoli as he once was, although featuring in 2/3 of the available league minutes so far this season means he is still a valuable asset. This also casts further doubts over Jerome Boateng's future at the Allianz Arena, with the former German international still yet to sign a new deal, with just 3 months left on his contract. Given the choice though, should Bayern renew a 32-year-old Boateng's deal, or spend €45 million on Koulibaly, who would be 30 by the time he makes his debut? Tell us your thoughts down below. And whilst we have known for some time that David Alaba is definitely on his way out of Bavaria this summer, the Austrian has a new demand for any team that hopes to sign him on a free. The 28-year-old, who has been linked with the likes of Chelsea, PSG and Real Madrid, wants to play as a central midfielder. Whilst he made his name for Bayern as a left-back and has seamlessly slipped into central defence over the past couple of seasons, Alaba is also capable of playing at both left and central midfield, with about 10% of his 418 appearances with his current club seeing him feature in one of those roles. But when it comes to playing for the national team, Alaba is very much a central midfielder, even at times playing behind the strikers. From a usually more advanced position for Austria, he scored 14 and assisted a further 16 in 78 matches, contributing to a goal once every 200 minutes, not a bad rate at all. Will this revelation from Alaba change who his suitors are, or will he have to go back on this assertion? Only time will tell. Before I go any further, just a quick reminder to subscribe to Euro Football Daily and hit that notification bell to never miss one of our fantastic transfer talks. To the Premier League for our headline story, where each club in North London could be forced into changing their manager soon and for very different reasons. Mikel Arteta has endured a difficult first full season in charge at the Emirates, although 2 wins in his last 3 have seen the men to the top half of the table for the first time in 6 matches. But despite languishing as low as 15th for a portion of the campaign, Arteta has emerged amongst the frontrunners for the Barcelona job should Joan Laporta win the oncoming presidential elections. A La Masia graduate himself, Arteta played in the 3rd tier of Spanish football for Barcelona B before leaving for PSG in 2001. And it's not like Arteta has been without success in his post-playing days, turning down the chance to become Arsenal's academy manager under Arsene Wenger, or Pochettino's wingman at Spurs to link up with Pep Guardiola as an assistant at Man City. Appointed as Arsenal manager in December 2019, the Spaniard has won 36 of his 68 matches, with the highlight undoubtedly being the FA Cup triumph at the end of last season. Now overseeing what appears to be a period of transition at the Emirates though, has Arteta really done enough to earn the Barcelona job should the Blaugrana make a move for him? Let us know what you guys think down below. To the other half of North London, where despite a 4-0 victory over Burnley at the weekend, Jose Mourinho's future at Tottenham Hotspur could be in doubt. Whilst that result moved them up to 8th spot, 6 points off West Ham in the Champions League places, but with the game in hand, it was just Spurs' 3rd league win since the turn of the year. This run of form has seen them tumble from top spot at the beginning of December, and consequently Mourinho's position at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium is under review. So that begs the question as to who is to take the head coach role. And one man reportedly open to taking over is RB Leipzig boss Julian Nagelsmann, as we briefly mentioned to you last week. Manager of the side that dumped Spurs out of the Champions League last season, the 33-year-old is widely regarded as one of football's next generation of elite managers, having been appointed manager of Hoffenheim when he was 28, before taking control of Leipzig in the summer of 2019. Bild have suggested that should the Spurs job become available, Nagelsmann would be very interested in transferring his skills from the Bundesliga to the Premier League. However, he could be in high demand if Real Madrid and Zinedine Zidane part ways this season. Nagelsmann is said to have turned them down in 2018, as he wanted to make, quote, the right step, not the biggest step. What do you think is the best step for Nagelsmann though? Continuous progression at Leipzig and hold out for the Bayern job, or transfer to the Premier League? As has become custom on our transfer shows, we bring you yet another Erling Braut Haaland update. All the big clubs are being linked with him, as you'd expect for a striker averaging a goal for Borussia Dortmund every 80 minutes so far this campaign. But the latest is that Chelsea will be making an offer for the 20-year-old Norwegian international this summer. Dortmund are demanding €110 million to sell him ahead of his €75 million release clause becoming active in the summer of 2022. However, the twist here is that whilst Dortmund are likely to accept an offer made for him by the Blues, they also expect Haaland to reject the opportunity to link up with Thomas Tuchel's side. But Man City might be able to convince the former RB Salzburg man, who has scored 77 goals in 71 matches for both club and country since the beginning of the 2019-20 season. Pep Guardiola's side, who are in need of a replacement for Sergio Aguero, would be willing to go all the way up to Dortmund's asking price in order to fend off competition from the likes of Man United and Real Madrid. And Pep Guardiola is willing to put any issues he has with Haaland's agent Mino Raiola to one side. The pair fell out over the Spaniard's treatment of Zlatan Ibrahimovic at Barcelona, who was effectively cast aside by Pep to allow Lionel Messi to play through the middle. But with an elite striker on the line that could hold down the centre-forward spot for the next decade, Guardiola and Raiola are willing to look past it to get the big deal done. Watch this space. So that's all we've got time for on this week's Euro Transfer Talk. What did you guys think of the stories? Did we miss any out? And do you think any of them will actually come true? Get spamming the comments, guys, with your thoughts. If you've enjoyed this, why not check out ERU, which dropped yesterday on Eurofootball Daily, in which myself and Henry Hill broke down the latest transfer rumours coming out of Real Madrid, Barcelona's magnificent win over Sevilla, and much more. If you're more of a Premier League fan, Chris and Zach talked about Spurs' fantastic win against Burnley, and Bruno's shaky form against the top 6 on winners and losers on Football Daily. And don't forget to watch or listen to the Extra Time podcast, which last week featured a breakdown of the tightest title races across Europe. Big love, guys. I'll catch you next time.